Hi guys! So the other day I was going through my videos on YouTube and I realized that it's been over 6 months since I started making baby name videos, and to me that just is crazy because it doesn't seem like it's been that long. But I've enjoyed it so much. I've enjoyed getting to know everybody and I'm so thankful for all of my subscribers, and it's just been such a great experience and I'm definitely not planning on quitting anytime soon. But what I also realized is that it's been almost 6 months since I put up my video on my top 10 favorite baby names. So I thought it'd be fun to do kind of an updated list because some of my favorites have changed. My names haven't changed drastically. My top 5 boys' names are still the exact same favorites as before, but I thought it would be kind of fun just to do like a 6-month update, and maybe every 6 months I can do another update, and then I'll have that as like a record of names that I really liked, and I'll be able to see the changes to my favorite names. So I'm just going to get started with my top 10 favorite boys' names. And my 10th favorite boy's name is Gareth. And Gareth is a Welsh name that means spear rule. And last time this name was actually at number 6 on my list. It's dropped quite a bit. I still love this name a lot, but I love a lot of other names more, I guess. But I love this name. It's an Arthurian legend name. Gareth was one of the Knights of the Round Table, and I think it has a really nice sound. Last time, my 10th favorite name was Orion, and Orion has dropped off my list. I still really like it though. It's a Greek name and it means dweller on the mountain. My 9th favorite name is Sullivan, and I think this is such a cool name, and I love the nickname Sully. And it's an Irish name, and it means dark-eyed, so if I had a little brown-eyed baby maybe, then it would be a cool name. And this is definitely new to my top 10. Nathaniel is the name that it is replacing. Nathaniel dropped off my list, but I still really like it as well. It's a Hebrew name that means gift of God. My 8th favorite name now is Dominic, and again it's a new one to the list. And it is Latin, and it means belonging to God, and I just think that it is so cool. I love it so much, Dominic. I just love the way it sounds. And last time my 8th favorite name was Vincent. Number 7 on my list hasn't changed, and it is still Ambrose. I think that this is the ultimate coolest old man name. I still really want to get a puppy and name him Ambrose. I think it would be the perfect name for a puppy, but I would also love to meet a little boy named Ambrose, and it's a Greek name and it means immortal. My 6th favorite name is Vincent, and last time Vincent was at number 8, so it's actually going up in popularity in my popularity list, I guess, in the names that I like. Wow, that didn't make sense. But I am loving Vincent more and more, and Vincent is a Latin name that means victorious. And this name actually has quite a bit of meaning to me because my favorite poet, my favorite writer of all time is Edna St. Vincent Millay, so this would be a way that I could honor her. And last time number 6 was Gareth. My top 5 boys' names have all stayed exactly the same, but I'll go through them quickly anyways. Number 5 is Zephyr, and Zephyr is a Greek name that means west wind. I would never use this as a first name though, I don't think, just because it is so different and it is going to have potential problems with spelling and pronunciation, so I might use it as a middle name though. I really like it. My 4th favorite name is Kingsley, and the first time I came across this was in Harry Potter, where Kingsley Shacklebolt is a very cool, although very minor character. And it's an English name that means from the King's Field. My 3rd favorite boy's name, I debated whether this was my 2nd favorite now because I am considering using it as a first name with the nickname Jay, but it is Jericho, and Jericho is, it just to me has the best meaning out of any single name ever. It is a Greek name that means city of the moon. I just think that is the coolest meaning ever, and it also is a family name for me. It's my brother's middle name. My second favorite name is Caspian, and Caspian is an English name that means of the Caspi people. And I actually looked up who the Caspi people were, and they were a group of people who in ancient times lived in the coastal area of the territory that is now Azerbaijan. So I was curious last time who the Caspi people were because I had no idea, so now I know. But I love this name because of C.S. Lewis's Narnia series and yeah, Prince Caspian, and I just think it is the coolest name ever, and I would use the nickname Cass. And my number one favorite name, as most of you probably already know, is Theodore. And I would use the nickname Teddy when he's little and Theo when he's older, and I think Theo is the coolest boy's name ever. But I would use the long form Theodore. I wouldn't just call him Theo, and Theodore means gift of God. So for girls, my number 10 name is Elizabeth. And the only reason this name isn't higher up on my list is because I do plan on using it, but only as a middle name because it's my mom's name. And I think it would be kind of confusing to use it as a first name. But I definitely want to honor her and use it as a middle name. And Elizabeth is a Hebrew name that means God is my oath. And it's replacing Pearl, which is a gemstone name. And the reason I'm not using Pearl on my top 10 anymore is just because I can't see using it as a first name. It's definitely just a middle name to me. Number 9 is Josephine, and Josephine is so beautiful. It's a French name that means God will increase, and it's a feminine form of Joseph. And last time number 9 was Leila or Lila, but the problem with that name is that names like Leila, Lila, however you want to say it, Layla, Lily, all the L names are getting to be so popular that I kind of want to avoid them, although they are very, very beautiful. Leila is an Arabic name that means night or black. My 8th favorite name is now Vanessa, and I adore this name. This is a new addition to my list. It's actually a literary invented name. It was invented by author Jonathan Swift, and he based the name off of a girl he knew whose name was Esther Van Homry, I believe. And it's replacing Miriam, which is no longer on my top 10 either, which is a Hebrew name, means sea of bitterness. I still love it, but it didn't quite make the cut. Number 7 is Sylvia, and I think this name is so beautiful, and I love the meaning. It's a Latin name that means of the forest, and it is replacing Elizabeth, which dropped 3 spots. Number 6 is another new addition to my list that I absolutely love, even though it's a little bit outside my comfort zone. I'm not sure if I would ever actually use it. And it's Octavia, and although it's number 6 on my list, it actually means 8th, and it's a Latin name. And last time number 6 on my list was Josephine. Number 5 is Sapphire, and last time Sapphire was at number 3, but it's just a little bit too out there for me to see actually using, but I still love it so much. I think it has a beautiful sound, and it's a gemstone name, which I love, and last time number 5 was Sylvia. Number 4 is still Vivian, and Vivian is a Latin name that means life. And for the longest time I've liked the V-I-V-I-A-N spelling the best, but I'm starting to like the E-N spelling as well, so I'm not sure which spelling is my favorite at the moment, but it's my 4th favorite name. Number 3 is one that I came across in a baby name book that I'd never heard before, and I fell head over heels in love with this name. And that is Arianwen, and it's number 3 now. It wasn't on my list before, so obviously I love it a lot if it's gone from not being on my list to being number 3. It's a Welsh name, and it has a beautiful meaning. It means silvery fair, and I just imagine a girl with silvery blonde hair, and I just love this name. Last time Sapphire was number 3, but I definitely prefer Arianwen. And my top 2 names have stayed the same. Beatrix is still number 2, and Beatrix is a Latin name that means bringer of joy, and it makes me think of Beatrix Potter and childhood memories, and I love the nickname Trixie. I just think it's just a wonderful, wonderful name. And my #1 all-time favorite girl's name, for those of you that don't know, is Antonia, and Antonia is a Latin name that possibly means priceless, and I can't think of a better meaning for a girl's name, and Antonia is just so sophisticated and beautiful and princessy all at the same time. Just love it so much. So those are my top 10 boy and girl names. So in the last 6 months, Orion and Nathaniel have dropped off my boys list, and Sullivan and Dominic are new to my boys list, and my top 5 boys names have stayed exactly the same. And in the last 6 months for girls, Pearl, Leila, and Miriam have all dropped off the list, and Vanessa, Octavia, and Arianwen are new to the list. I just love saying Arianwen. I just love saying it. And my top 2 girls' names are still the same, and my top 5 has just one new addition, which is Arianwen. And that is it. So thank you guys so much for your support over the last 6 months. I have enjoyed being part of this community so much, and I will continue to make baby name videos for as long as I can. And I just appreciate every single one of you who watches my videos, and I would love it if you guys would make a video response to this video with your top 10 favorite names, or if you've already made a video of your top 10 favorite names but they've changed, you could make an updated one like I did, or just leave in the comments what your favorite names are, because I always love hearing everybody else's favorites. And just thanks so much, guys, and I will talk to you later.